Hi and welcome to my YouTube page. I appreciate your zeal in always staying here to watch the latest video I upload each now and then, and of course subscribing as well and sharing the content to other platforms as well. This is Abeko Autry. Kindly stay relevant here and follow everything that we do here. Now, today I look at a big question. Has Manchester United made progress under Erik ten Hag? And I state reasons why he has or has not made progress under Manchester United. Now, I mean, on Wednesday night, it was quite instrumental to note what had transpired in the game for Manchester United. It was a make or break for them. And interestingly, the United were, can I say, lucky? Were lucky enough to have had that opportunity to win the game against Copenhagen. And, I think Erik ten Hag has been very critical about some Manchester United players. And shockingly, can I say it's a positive or a negative? The players have lived to, again, dispute, if in want of words, his claims that they are not really up the United standards. Now, has United gotten that standard that the coach claims certain players have not lived up to? A big question. But it was Harry Maguire, and I need to, sort of pick my words back against Harry Maguire. I should say Harry has acted professionally, especially at the backdrop of he coming back from marriage to Manchester United, and didn't have that pleasing aura around him after his marriage that everyone should have, and then got into a lot of criticisms for his performances that he exhibited, at Manchester United, and that which was not, quite good to talk about of a professional who was once the captain of a giant club like Manchester United. I mean, of course, he was not playing well. Of course, he was the captain of the side. They took the captaincy from him, Erik ten Hag, and he was frozen from playing a lot of games. But he decided to stay amidst a lot of offers from clubs, especially in the UK, where he would have loved to stay, and decided to stay on at Manchester United and then play his part. And look at the picture. I mean, he's getting Man of the Match award. He's putting A performances up. He's calmed his nerves. And on that night of drama, there were some dramatic experiences that transpired, especially after Manchester United lost a legend at the club. And it was Harry who headed home that all-important victory for Manchester United, and not forgetting that goalkeeper who decided to retire from international duty and come back into Manchester United in England from Italy to focus on his club exploits by wanting to make United stay on top, but decided to go back. Shockingly, the United hierarchy is also surprised that Andre Onana is back to his Cameroonian side after picking up, confusion with Rigobert, and he would want to play his part for the national team. It's quite shocking that they were the two guys that saved United on the night. A penalty save on the ninth hour of the game. I mean, the time was up. We was just waiting for the referee's whistle, and this guy comes in, showed a lot of class, confidence, kept his composure, and at Old Trafford saved the club at that crucial moment. And Harry Maguire and Onana have been criticized by a lot of footballing enthusiasts, including United faithfuls, and I feel that them saving the club is the right way to go. But then the criticisms from the fans and the coaching department as well on these two guys separately have been immense. And for them to save Manchester United, I feel is the way to go. Does that also indicate that the coach will need time again to understand that there is a disparity between coaching A-grade superstars? Now put A-grade because there are superstars and superstars. For example, the manhandling of Cristiano Ronaldo's situation. For example, the Jordan Sancho issue. For example, Harry Maguire. He's played for the English national team and excelled with the English national team. Then he comes into United and had a bit of a problem. And I feel it's one of the reasons why the coach is scared now to attend to the issues of Marcus Rashford. He's dipped in form. The coach needs to bring him up. The coach is unable to bring him up. It brings huge questions whether United is making progress under him, because United seem to be retrogressing now. And I've mentioned this in my previous videos, but I say is Ten Hag now scared as to how he manages these boys? The issue of man management, because at Ajax, these were mid-class stars, with all due respect. But for Manchester United, they are super class A-grade superstars. You talk about Varane, you talk about Harry himself, but the status quo he's achieved with the English national team. You talk about Marcus Rashford, as a guy who's risen in the United hierarchy and stamped an authority for himself in back-to-back seasons with a number of goals he's gotten for the club. You talk about Christian Eriksen, you talk about Casemiro, and these guys in the United setup who have seen a lot in the game, and the approach into managing them hasn't been questionable. I feel, my huge second topic I have on my pad here is whether United have made progress. I don't know if United have made progress. I don't see the clear signs of United going forward, because that win against Copenhagen was one that was scary for every United fan to watch, because United were not playing anything instrumental. It was still the old style of Manchester United, cannot be compared to any United squad in any year under the calendar review, because this seemed to be the United setup that's gotten a number of experienced players and stars as well, but does not perform or do not want to perform, or their body language do not seem like they are in the mix to show anything, United wise. And I feel Erik ten Hag, of course, will want to play the Ange way, the Tottenham Hotspur's manager, the Ange way, but it has not shown. Building from behind, a lot of passing, advancing the game forward, and has been a bit of an issue for Manchester United and Erik ten Hag. Would he need time? I feel yes. I mean, I've seen Pep Guardiola spent about 8 years with Manchester City, Jurgen Klopp 8 years with Liverpool, and some years have been a bit of struggle, but they've lived up to expectation. And I'm of the hope that, given the time, chance, and opportunity, this coach would come clear. But can the United faithfuls wait for this glorious opportunity? It becomes super difficult, super difficult, because it's not really easy waiting for a team to gel, especially with the first year coming in as a coach who did not have a lot of major laurels to come and coach a side like Manchester United that stands super tall in the in the footballing space. It makes the whole chemistry or the work difficult. It's not clear to seem to see what Erik ten Hag would want to do at the moment, but I call for time for him, and I call for support for him. So United are having a lot of problems recently in relation to sales, in relation to on-field issue, the issue of Jadon Sancho. Has the coach handled the Jadon Sancho issue well? It is that which is affecting a player like Marcus Rashford. He's a friend to Jordan, and if your friend is being treated that way, it might affect you to a point, because we know in football you make good friends that can help engineer your game up for. And he seemed to be thinking, and interestingly, he was the first to get punished, Rashford, for not sleeping a little bit over time to meet the club for a special dinner or what have you. In one of those meetings, he did not show up early. He was given the sanction to play with the junior team. So I feel he should get his mind clear. The coach needs to stamp his authority and be giant on these players, and he can get what he'd want to get. Now, should United change their style of play to suit Rasmus Hojlund? The strikers have not been scoring. Just the United strikers have not been scoring, and some of the new guys that Ten has brought in have not shown up. The likes of Mason Mount from Chelsea have not been quite clinical, and United play is not suiting Rasmus Hojlund. I picture Rasmus in Real Madrid setup. He's going to get a lot of goals. I picture him in the Manchester City squad getting a lot of goals. I picture him in the Tottenham Hotspur squad. I picture him in the Arsenal squad, and this guy is just going to score week in, week out. But at Manchester United, he seemed to be running and doing a lot of unnecessary work, but he's not getting the chance at goal. I mean, the ball in clear areas, even though he's running to good spaces. United better change their style to suit him, and I do not know what Erik ten Hag is doing. If you want to make progress, I feel Ashmos is a very good striker at goal, and he needs to be fed with the ball a lot of times to be able to get the goals for Manchester United. Other than that, this is going to be a tall order for Manchester United. Now, the big question or the big news I've been reading about in recent times is Manchester United, the zeal of United to play actively in January, February, and grind result. Reason I'm saying that is there will be the African Cup of Nations. And Andre Onana is going back to Cameroon to help the squad see if they can win the African Cup of Nations. Now, he'll be out from January to somewhere around February. United's coaching department do not trust their second choice goalkeeper. They do not trust Houghton as well, who is the third choice. Of course, they say he came in with a number of experience. And United, I'm reading from one of UK's huge portal that United want to make a U-turn to bring David De Gea. Oh my goodness. It seemed to be true, you know why? David has had, a sort of a coffee meeting or one of those healthy interactions with Lindelof, the United defender, with the United captain Bruno, and of course with Varane. And it seemed to be that these guys want to talk him into coming back to Manchester United. He was never given a befitting send-off. He'd want to have that. He's not attached to any club, even though there were lots of offers on the table for David De Gea, and he did not move. And my last bid is, should United go back for David De Gea? I think the answer is quite clear. You know, and it's quite clear that United should go for David De Gea because he's the safest. He was at the club for 12 years. In his last year, he won the Golden Glove. Gloves. In prior to his last year, he has done great for Manchester United. You compare him to Andre Onana. The only thing he's not having that Onana has that the United faithful now aren't even enjoying is how the build-up play begins from behind. It's not what the United faithful love. And the strength of David De Gea over Onana too is the long passes. David knows how to give long passes. He's played with the likes of the Wayne Rooney, the likes of the Cristiano Ronaldo, who love you to stretch the ball when the midfield is a bit tense, for them to go and fall into spaces, pick the ball, and that's a quick counter break, and there's the goal. He knows how to do that quite impressively. And again, he has a massive reflexes Onana has, but compared to David De Gea for Manchester, he has done it repeatedly. He's had a lot of experience in England, and he can do that over and over again. For Onana, he's like on the learning part. I criticized the coach Erik ten Hag for allowing David De Gea go in the manner in which he allowed him go, because this is a goalkeeper who could have been, David on the contract table was not accepting offers to not being guaranteed as the first choice goalkeeper, and Andre Onana also wanted to be first choice goalkeeper. His salary was going to be slashed. To talk about David De Gea, he did not like all those offers on the table and decided to go out at the end of his contract. Now he's not attached with any club. He wants to come and play sort of like a loan deal to the end of the season. And United have the options to experiment that, and I feel United should just go back for David De Gea. And it could turn their whole season around. I tell you, in football, just a little glimpse of magic could turn the season around. This is a big watch you here on YouTube. Kindly subscribe, like this page. These are my heavy 4 points that I see that, it's not pushing United to either make progress under Erik ten Hag. So Ten Hag, should he get these points right, will make a massive turnaround, just like what happened in his earlier season when he played against a giant in Liverpool and he turned their whole season around. Kindly subscribe, leave your comments down there, let me know what you think as well, and share this video, and permit everybody to have their opportunity to comment as well. I'll be coming your way with another video. Thank you.